This is Kubernetes interview series. Question 2. How do you set resource limits for a container in a pod? Answer for this is, define the resource limits in the container spec within the pod definition. API version, v1, this specifies the Kubernetes API version in this case, it's the v1 API. Kind, pod, this specifies that we're creating a pod resource in Kubernetes. Metadata, this contains information about the pod, such as its name. Name, my pod, this sets the name of the pod to my pod. Spec, this specifies the pod's desired state, such as its containers and resource requirements. Containers, this is an array of container objects that are part of the pod. In this case, there is only one container. Name, my container, this sets the name of the container. Image, my image, this specifies the container image to use for the container. Resources, this sets the resource requirements and limits for the container. Limits, this specifies the maximum amount of CPU and memory that the container can use. In this case, the CPU limit is set to 1 CPU and the memory limit is set to 512 MB. Requests, this specifies the minimum amount of CPU and memory that the container needs. In this case, the CPU request is set to 500 milli CPU and the memory request is set to 256 MB.